6:38 now here at KRDO News Radio. Once again, thanks for joining us this morning here at 105.5 FM, 1240 AM, and of course the web channel at krdo.com. W.L. Laney is on the KRDO Newsline with us, the author of the soon-to-be-released book, The Phoenix Success Strategy, a recovery guide for baby boomers and anyone who is unemployed, underemployed, or stuck in a dead-end job. Mr. Laney, welcome to the show. Glad to have you.
Good morning.
Congratulations.
I'm glad to be here.
Congratulations on the book. It sounds like this is kind of a personal story for you.
Well, it really is. This is a book where I have basically swallowed my pride, bared my soul, and explained how I moved from a business failure that caused bankruptcy and the loss of all of, the typical things, home, car, friends, all of those things, to turning it around into an lifetime income stream within 3 years to satisfy my needs, regardless of what happens to Social Security or any of the other government benefits. And I'm sharing how I did that with my readers.
Now, the new American dream you talk about in the book, it's the American nightmare of lost jobs. You talk about hiring yourself. Now, how does this process work? How did it work for you?
Well, the first thing that you have to understand is that you have value. Just because you've lost your job or you've lost your business does not mean that you have lost your value. That's a huge decision that you have to come to, is because most of us, particularly men, our identity or our self-worth is in our job, in what we do. That's the first thing we ask people when we get together. Well, what do you do for a living?
Sure.
And when you lose your job, that takes a tremendous emotional toll on you as an individual. So you have to understand that you do have value. There are things that you can contribute to society that people are willing to pay for. So that's really the first step, is to learn or decide what it is that you can do or what you can learn to do that people are willing to pay for. Second step is to find, well, who's going to pay? Who will pay me for what I know how to do?
Is that oftentimes the most difficult part?
Develop a unique factor, something to improve that, so that you are head and shoulders above the competition. And then the most important thing is just do it now. Don't wait. If you've been out of work for more than 29 days, it's time to think about hiring yourself.
So you're saying that that finding someone to pay you for what you're an expert at is really the key here. How do you go about doing that and believing in yourself while you're trying to reevaluate your life? Well,
in my case, I had a successful career in business sales and business consulting. I'd been in real estate. I'd sold insurance. So I was able to communicate with people. But 40-plus years ago, I had learned how to sharpen scissors. Nobody thinks about sharpening scissors. But when I lost everything, I'm living in a house that's being foreclosed on. I'm driving a car that has no air conditioning. I'm sitting on the street in my car in 112 degree temperatures in Phoenix, and using paper towels to wipe the sweat off of my body so I can go into the beauty salon and sharpen scissors. I understood that in order to get money today for utilities, to get money for food, I couldn't rely on my career as a business consultant. I had to do something that I could do today. That was something I could do. The stylist was there willing to pay the money for my ability to fix her scissors, and so that's what I did. And then from that, I invented a new sharpening system because the current equipment in use by everybody else was damaging the scissors, and so that's where I put in the improvement. And in my book, I really go through all of those steps. As I said earlier, I bare my soul, scrap the personal pride. This is how low I got, and this is the despair that I was in, and I turned that around.
Well, Mr. Laney, we appreciate the time. Good luck with the book, and we hope to talk to you again real soon.
All right. Thanks for having me on.
You bet. W.L. Laney, the book, The Phoenix Success Strategy, Recovery Guide for Baby Boomers and anyone who's unemployed, underemployed, or stuck in a dead-end job.